Welcome to your channel, The Nurse Star. Today we are going to speak about connective tissue. What is the difference between this slide and that one? As you can see, the right one here, the cells are packed together, but here at the left, the cells are scattered among some straight or protein fiber. This one is called connective tissue, but this one is epithelial tissue that was spoken at the previous video. The connective tissue is classified into connective tissue proper and cartilage, bones, blood. The proper connective tissue is divided into loose connective tissue and dense connective tissue. The loose connective tissue is areolar, adipose, and reticular, but the dense connective tissue is classified into regular dense connective tissue, irregular dense connective tissue, and elastic. The connective tissue. What is the component of connective tissue? The main component of connective tissue is an extracellular matrix and cells. We have different type of cells. It could be adipose or fat cell, mast cell, fibroblast, fibrocyte, macrophage, or lymphocyte, and ECM or extracellular matrix is composed by grand substance and fiber. The fiber could be collagen fiber, elastic fiber, or reticular fiber. Here, at this slide, we can see some fibers. It could be the collagen fiber, the big one, or reticular fiber, this dark fiber, the dark staining. And cells are scattered between this web of protein fiber, and they all between them are the grand substance. So the connective tissue fiber, we do have three types of connective tissue fiber: collagen fiber. The collagen fiber made of the collagen protein, and it make the tensile strengthen. So the collagen fiber strengthen our connective tissue. So where can I find that one? At the skin, for example. Everywhere in our body, most of the time in the most strong part at the bone part or skin. The elastic fiber. The elastic fiber is made by the elastin protein, and it make a feature of stretchable for our organ or our body part. For example, in our lungs, it is our lungs can stretch because of the elastic fiber. Reticular fiber, the third type of collagen, is called reticular. The reticular should be visible by a specific staining, and we can't find the reticular fiber at the organ that are not hollow organ. For example, the liver, we can find the reticular fiber, or a spleen. And another component for connective tissue is ground substance. The ground substance provide support for our connective tissue. The ground substance contain interstitial fluid, polysaccharide, and protein. Here is the slide. What kind of connective tissue is that? It is a loose connective tissue. What kind of loose connective tissue? Areolar loose connective tissue. The areolar loose connective tissue is like a cup baby, and we can see loose connective tissue in every part of our our body. It's the most widely distributed type of connective tissue. So here we can see another areolar connective tissue. The another type of loose connective tissue are adipose tissue and reticular. Adipose tissue or fat cell, but the reticular is an fibrous support. It provides the fibrous support, and we can find the reticular loose connective tissue at the liver, spleen, lymph node, or bone marrow. This is a spleen, and we can see it's made by the reticular tissue. The reticular tissue here, you can see that one, the dark. It needs a specific staining, and we can find this type of tissue at the spleen, liver. The another loose connective tissue is adipose or adipocyte. Adipose or fat cell is has a characteristic of ring cell. We have a cell that fill up with a, a vesicle that full of lipid, okay, and this vesicle pull away the cytoplasm. So we can see the cytoplasm as a ring around a big and huge vesicle of lipid. And also, the nucleus is not at the center. The nucleus is eccentric. Eccentric. So, what is the feature of adipose? Is a huge vesicle of lipid that fill up with the lipid and ring cytoplasm and eccentric nucleus. But the dense connective tissue can be found at the ligament, tendon, or aponeurosis. The dense connective tissue could be regular or irregular or elastic. The regular, as I mentioned, you can find it at the ligament, tendon, or aponeurosis. But the irregular can be found at the derm, okay, at the derm of skin. But the elastic connective tissue can be found at the elastic vessels or heart or the lungs. This is this slide shows us so many fiber, and between this fiber some nucleus or cell are visible. They are the fibroblast cell, nucleus of fibroblast cell, and the all fiber are parallel together. They are at the same way. So because of that, it is called regular dense connective tissue. But this also is a connective tissue and dense. But this dense connective tissue, the fiber of that are not parallel and at the same way. So because of that, it is called irregular. We can see that one at the capsule, joint capsula. The last dense connective tissue, it is called elastic. We can see the elastic connective tissue at the heart or large blood vessels. Among the protein fiber, here we can see the elastic. Its shape, it has a wavy form shape, and it provides a stretchable capa- this the capability to stretch for our heart or our blood vessels. Thank you for your patience, and if you like this video, please like and subscribe.